everybody, it's Victoria Marie, and I'm back with another process video, and this time I'm doing a pocketed scrapbook layout. So for those of you who like pocketed scrapbook layouts, this is for you. I'm using the April This Life Noted kit from Scraptastic, and all the materials that I'm using here are from that kit or the main scrapbooking kit called the Darlene kit. And this was a recent trip to Ikea that we took. I'm really trying to document more of our everyday. And this was actually kind of a special weekend. I think I mentioned very early on in doing YouTube videos that my spouse is transgender. And for a while, I really struggled with feeling like a normal family while we were out, particularly in the first few months after she came out. And it wasn't until after the first of the year that I started to feel more confident and not being ashamed of my family and feeling proud of my family. And this was the first weekend that, in a long time, that I really felt comfortable, and we had a blast. We had lunch before we went shopping at a local, or brunch rather, at a really good restaurant in town, and then we went to Ikea afterwards to shop or to look for things for our new place since we're moving in a couple of weekends. And yeah, we just had a really good time, and so I thought I would document that. So that is a picture of my sweet Brie, and we're more than likely going to be buying a sectional from Ikea. And so she's sitting on the sectional, we're testing it out, and I said, okay, well, act normal. I'm going to take a picture of you, just act normal. So she posed with this stuffed animal that was sitting just ironically next on the couch. I guess it was from the toy area or something like that. And so yeah, that's typical Brie fashion. The goofiness does not change, and that's what I love so much about my spouse. The This Life Noted kit is such a wonderful kit. The cards are so thick and they're very, very easy to work with. I'm pulling out some die cuts from Simple Stories, the I Am collection, and I settle on that heart and the star. I'm going to get those adhered in just a few. And I'm using some liquid adhesive for that, some Zig liquid adhesive. And so we are buying a whole household full of furniture. And I will tell you, when we last moved, we got rid of everything because the thought was, well, we'll just buy new stuff when we move again. And don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. So on this journaling card, I'm writing down all the things that we need. So of course, as you see, my craft room is listed number 1 next to the picture of the Rascod cart that you can find. It's very, very popular. I'm actually going to get 2 of those, one for our household cleaners and then one for my crafty stuff. And we are doing big kid room for my daughter, and then living room, dining room, master bedroom, where we are going to be buying a king-size bed. And I truly believe that king-size beds save marriages, no doubt, save relationships. So I put down some stickers from Simple Stories, the DIY collection, and those are rather sticky, so you got to be sure you want to commit to that before you put it on something. And I'm going to take one of these little tags here, and that is a cut apart that's exclusive to the kit. And Scraptastic gives us plenty of these little cut aparts, which is really nice. So I'm going to decide to put it on that photo of that coffee table I'm considering. I don't know if I want a square coffee table or a circle coffee table, so I'm still debating that. So I took a picture of it just to kind of remember what I want and some kind of journaling about this coffee table and how much I like it. And then the picture that's going to go next to it is of me attempting to take a picture of that full-length mirror that I'm considering for our bedroom, and then Brie is photobombing. She always does that when I'm out trying to do something. I'm going to take some enamel dots, and who are those by? They're super cute, and they have bows on them, which I don't think I've used the bow one yet. Oh, those are from My Mind's Eye Fancy That collection. Super, super fun. Okay, and so now I'm looking at my materials. What do I want to put on there next? Oh yes, so I grabbed my little emoticon wood veneers. Aren't those super cute? They're so adorable. And now that I look at this, I don't keep them at the top, and I guess I should have because they kind of look cute there. So I was trying to figure out where I want to put it. And on that journaling card that says morning, I'm going to talk about how my little girl took one of those IKEA little tape measures they have available And we were looking at a day bed for her room. So she was measuring the length of her day bed. And she says, Mommy, it's 450 million thousand feet. And I said, that sounds perfect, baby. Let's get it. Okay, so I'm putting that emoticon there. Cute little wood veneer emoticon. I have so many of them. I just need to go ahead and use them up. Then the picture I'm putting down now is a photo of the little table that she wants to get. We have a wood table that we kind of inherited, that my husband and his siblings used, and so now she's using it and she's kind of growing out of it. I originally was going to use that font by Thickers, and then I changed my mind because I wanted to do some stamping. So I grabbed the exclusive stamp set that I can't remember if that font came with. Yeah, that font came with one of the main kits from April. So I'm going to go ahead and put measure up on that photo before I do some stamping. And I think I'm going to stamp Big Girl Room, I think. And you won't see this entire process because, you know, snore, that's kind of boring. So I'm getting my acrylic block ready and getting those stamps on there. And I absolutely love stamping. So I'm measuring that out to see where it's going to go. And I think it's going to say Big Girl Room. So I take some Versa fine ink and I stamp that first word and then the second word, Big Girl. And then I'm going to use some Prima chalk ink. Or no, not Prima chalk ink, the Studio G chalk ink, and put table. And that turned out really nice. That looks really rich on the card. Very pretty. So that's really nice and bold, and that stands out. And I think that's all I'm going to do there. Oh yeah, I'm just going to add one more sticker to that picture of Brie at the top. And I think I'm good with this page. Nope, I'm going to put something else on the photo, I believe. And I think after that, I think I'm good. Yeah. So I get out my page protector. And what I like to do is kind of midway through this process is go ahead and put in my cards. And I'm deciding at this point if I'm wanting to use my new Pocket Fuse tool, because some of these cards, a lot of the cards I'm using are 4x3 cards. And as you can see, that pocket there is a 4x6, that one to the left. And so I'm going to go ahead and fuse that using my new fuse tool, which you'll see in a second. So I'm going to do a bit of heavy journaling here, but first I want to add some font, or a title here that says notes. And of course, again, that's from the Thickers font that I used on the previous page. And I'm going to, I think this is where I journal about how fun this weekend is, and that we're kind of settling into our new normal, which isn't any much different really from how we normally are. We're just kind of look different as a family, for those who know us. So I'm going to do a little bit of that journaling, and then I'm going to put pretty, spell that out with those thicker fonts, which I love so much, and I'm on the search for more of those because they're just so nice. So I take a picture of this table that I want from Ikea, and I'm really into white furniture lately. I used to be into really dark sort of mahogany colors, and now I want really bright and airy and light, and so I will probably go back and get that table. This trip was really about looking and pricing. Oh, so I'm going to put cute on this card because I think I figured that pretty wouldn't fit in that little or that little, what do you call those? Little dialogue circle? I forget what it's called. So I'm going to do a little bit more stamping, I believe, on the card. So I bust out my Mementos inks and I pull out, gee, what is that color card? It's a gray color. And right now I'm conditioning my stamp. And for those of you who don't know, sometimes when you're stamping, you may go ahead and use a brand new stamp and the image doesn't come out clear. If you take a pencil eraser and kind of run that over your stamp, it takes that sort of light, thin, clear film off the stamp and kind of roughs it up just a little bit and allows your ink to stay on a little bit better. So just a little tip there. I add a little tab and I write on it, but then I decide to put a sticker on there, and I can't quite see what it says on my screen. Maybe that says cute or pretty or something, I can't remember. Awesome. Oh, it says love. It says love, and that's from the Sienna collection from Elle Studio. And the picture to the right of that is kind of a decorative idea that I saw in the store that I'm hoping to do above our kitchen sink in our new place. Then we're testing out beds, which is really what we came there for, because we're looking at beds for both Corinne and for us, and we were looking at king size beds, and so I think we're pretty much settled on the type of bed that we want, and we're very excited about that. I'm going to embellish that journaling card with some die cuts from Simple Stories, and then there's this little chipboard heart as well at the middle. Same design, just different material, also from Simple Stories. Again, I'm just keeping this real simple, real clean. I'm deciding if I want to do some stamping on there, but I decided against that. And I'm going to journal again about Brie and her posing. And so I use a wood veneer emoticon, sort of cracking up laughing at that because she's just so silly. Okay, so here's the part where I'm going to use my fuse tool, which is why I love this tool, because you essentially can modify your pocketed pages to any design that you want. So I'm wanting to turn that 4x6 pocket into 2 pockets, 4x3 or 3x4 pocket. So I can stick that photo in there and then the cards in there. Before this tool, of course, I would have just backed everything on a 4x6 card. And I don't really like doing that. So now that I have this tool, I can go ahead and customize my page protectors so it can look the way that I want it to accommodate my design. So that is just a fun use for that tool. So I just let that heat up, and I took the guide and lined that up and made myself 2 pockets. So it turned out great, right? Looks like it just came that way. So I'm showing you some close-ups of this layout. I switched some of the cards around to accommodate that, that edit that I made in that pocket. I just put the journaling on top and move some things around, and so I think that looks a lot better. So that's going to go in our family album. So I really like the way this turned out, just keeping the pockets simple, or keeping these types of layouts simple, and just kind of telling our everyday story. And this was just a really fun day. So pictures are coming up, and I will see you guys next time.